The end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 14 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Washington 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On second down now. It's Williams, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first ball. And it's 39-yard line, knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players, knowing that guys are going to ways to knock it free.
And now before sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Daron Payne never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. This is caught by Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Hurts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright when he's been upright. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. 2nd quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And down he'll go at the 25. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Sam Darnold, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 75 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
We played to win.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. Hurts. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gibson again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he checks this one down to Williams. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went at halftime, made a few.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Gibson.
A solid stiff arm. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
128 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good, strong extensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there, 54.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. On first down, it's Gibson. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Washington on third down.
Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I So what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
2nd and 3.
And that's incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.